children, my name is Aditi and I'm going to be your teacher in this demo session. Okay, so let's start our demo session. Today we are going to see mathematics topic, that is fractions. Okay, so as you can see two images on the screen, you might have got little bit idea what are fractions. Okay, so we will proceed further. Okay, so objectives of this lessons are: students will be able to recognize parts and wholes both visually and numerically. Students will understand which number in a fraction is the numerator and which is the denominator. Students will be able to identify values of fraction. Topics to be covered: what are fractions, need of fractions, parts of fractions, types of fractions, and conversion. So, children, what are fractions? Do you have any idea? Have you learned anything about fraction in your last class or your previous grade? So, I'll explain you what is fraction. Okay. In mathematics, fractions are defined as the parts of a whole. The whole can be a number or any specific value or a thing. In other words, it is also termed as a portion or section of any quantity. Okay, so it is denoted by using symbol slash symbol such as a or a by b. Okay, so what is that dash called? I will tell you in next slide. Okay, so for example, 2 upon 4 is a fraction. Okay, then these are the examples which you can see. Okay, the first example is a picture of a pizza. Okay, a small portion is removed from pizza. Okay, so that is a fraction. Cake, square, pentagon. Okay, all these figures are divided into equal parts and some parts are shaded or separated. So these are called fractions. We will see it in detail. Okay, now need of fractions. Do you have any idea why we need fractions? Okay, we will see. Now you can consider this scenario. Okay, this is a birthday cake, okay, which you have during your birthdays. Okay, so now my question to you is, can you finish the whole cake at a time? No, we do not eat whole cake at a time. Okay, so if not, then how many cakes did you eat? Okay, do we eat one or two or three cakes? No, we do not eat whole. Okay, so one is not the answer, neither is 0. Okay, so then what is the answer? So what we do is we cut the cake into equal parts. We cut the cake into 4 equal parts or 6 or 8, and then we have small pieces of cakes. Okay, small pieces of cake. So this suggests that we need a new kind of number, that is fraction. Okay, so now we can say that yes, I can eat one piece of cake or I can eat 2 pieces of cake. Okay, so for this fractions we need. Next point is parts of fractions. Okay, now as we have divided whole cake into 4 equal parts, so here the denominator tells us how many congruent pieces the whole is divided into. Thus this number cannot be 0. So now the cake is divided into how many congruent parts? Yes, the whole cake is divided into 4 congruent parts. Okay, so while writing a fraction, denominator will come 4. Okay, and what is numerator now? So the numerator tells us how many such pieces are being considered. So what is numerator? Numerator tells us that how many pieces are being considered. Suppose I am going to eat one piece. So 1 will be our numerator. See, While writing fraction, 1 will be our numerator. And as I told you, a small dash, a horizontal dash, what it is called? It is called vinculum. Okay, in mathematical term, it is called vinculum, a horizontal dash or horizontal line. Now, can you tell me fractions of these figures? First one is a image of a pizza. Okay, and one piece is removed. Okay, so one whole pizza is divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 congruent parts and one part is removed. So our fraction will be 1 upon 8. Second is cake. Cake is divided into 4 equal parts. So our fraction will be 1 upon 4. Now consider figure square. Now square is divided into 4 equal parts and out of them 3 parts or 3 equal parts are shaded. So our fraction will be 3 upon 4, and pentagon is divided into 5 equal parts and one part is shaded. So our fraction will be 1 upon 5. Next we are going to see types of fractions. Okay, so these are the types of fractions: proper fractions, improper fractions, mixed fractions, like fractions, unlike fractions, and equivalent fractions. So first we are going to start with proper fraction. The proper fractions are those where the numerator is less than the denominator. Okay, now see this example. For example, 8 upon 9 will be a proper fraction since numerator is smaller than denominator. So these 4 examples are given. 2 upon 3, numerator is smaller and denominator is greater. Where 3 upon 6, numerator is small, denominator is big. 5 upon 7, numerator is small, denominator is big. 16 upon 40, numerator is small, denominator is big. So all these are proper fractions. Then improper fractions. Okay, the improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator happens to be greater than the denominator. For example, 9 upon 8 will be an improper fraction since denominator is greater than numerator. Okay, so improper is exactly opposite to proper. In proper, numerator is smaller and denominator is bigger, whereas in improper, numerator is bigger and denominator is smaller. So in what are improper fractions? Examples are 3 upon 2. Here numerator is greater than denominator. 6 upon 3, numerator is greater than denominator. 5 upon 4, here numerator and denominator are equal. And 40 upon 16, numerator is greater than denominator. So these 4 are improper fractions. Then we will see next, that is mixed fractions. A mixed fraction is a combination of the integer part and a proper fraction. So these 3 are examples. 4 2 upon 3. Here 4 is our integer part and 2 upon 3 is proper fraction. Okay, so combination of integer and proper fraction is called mixed fraction. So 2 1 upon 5. 2 is an integer. 1 upon 5 is a proper fraction. 3 1 upon 4. 3 is an integer. 1 upon 4 is proper fraction. Next example. 4 circles you can see. In first 2 circles, one whole circle is colored with yellow and in second 3/4 portion is colored. So our fraction will be 1 3 upon 4. And in second scenario, same one whole circle is colored in yellow and in second circle 3/4 portion is colored in yellow. But the way of writing fraction is different. In first scenario, mixed fraction is written in mixed fraction, and in second fraction is written, it is improper fraction. Okay, so the we can convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. Okay, it comes under conversion part, which we are going to see in coming slides. Now next is like fractions. In like fractions, the denominators of fractions are same. Okay, if any two fractions or if any 3 or 4 fractions are given where denominators are same, then we can say that those are like fractions. For example, 6 upon 10, 5 upon 10, where denominator is same, 10. Okay. Next is 6 upon 18, 12 upon 18, 15 upon 18. All these three fractions have common denominator. Okay, not common, sorry, same denominator. So all these three are like fractions. Next is unlike fractions. So as name suggests, it is opposite to like fractions. So unlike fractions, in unlike fraction, the denominators of fractions are different. So in unlike fractions, denominators are different. For example, 6 upon 10, 5 upon 20. Here denominator is different. Okay, say 10 and 20 different denominators. So these are unlike fractions. Now next we are going to see is equivalent fraction. Equivalent fractions are fractions that may have different appearances but are same. When we look any two fractions, we will see that it looks different, but when we simplify those fractions, we will get same fraction. Okay. For example, 2 upon 3 and 4 upon 6 are equivalent fractions. Okay, now we will see first example. There are two circles, okay, which are shaded in blue color. Okay, so in first circle is divided into 4 equal parts and 3 parts are shaded. So the fraction will come out as 3 upon 4. And in second circle, same portion is shaded, but the circle is divided into 8 parts and out of them 6 parts are shaded. So the fraction will come out as 6 upon 8. Okay, so when we simplify 6 upon 8, it will come out as 3 upon 4. So both the fractions are same, but as we look at the fraction, its appearance is different. Okay, so these two are equivalent fraction, 3 upon 4 and 6 upon 8. Next, second example we will see. Okay, two circles which are shaded, some part is shaded with pink color. Okay, so in first circle, the circle is divided into 8 equal parts and half portion is shaded, that is 4 parts are shaded. And in second circle is divided into 2 equal parts and 1 part is shaded. So first circle's fraction will be 4 upon 8 and second circle's fraction 1 upon 2. So when we simplify 4 upon 8, we are going to get 1 upon 2. So both the fractions are equal. Okay, so these are called equivalent fractions. Now next, now comes conversion part. Now we can convert improper fraction into mixed fraction as well as mixed fraction into improper fraction. So first we are going to start with improper fraction to mixed fraction. Now consider first example, that is 7 upon 3. This is an improper fraction because numerator is greater than denominator. It is an improper fraction. How are we going to convert improper fraction into mixed fraction? Okay, so we are going to divide. How? Numerator will be our dividend and denominator will be our divisor. Okay, so 7 divided by 3. So we will start the table of 3. 3 ones are 3 and 3 twos are 6. So 3 twos are, quotient will be 2 and 6. So 7 minus 6, our remainder will be 1. So we will get our remainder as 1. So the result is 2. Okay, that means quotient is 2. So while writing mixed fraction, quotient will come as integer part and remainder in numerator place and divisor in denominator place. So we got our mixed fraction as 2 1 upon 3 is our mixed fraction. Okay, now next is we are going to convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. So consider second example, 2 3 upon 4. So what we are going to do in this example, we are going to multiply denominator into 2, that is integer part. Okay, so 4 into 2 plus, what is the numerator that we are going to add? So 3 is our numerator, divided by 4 as it is. Okay, denominator will remain same, 4. So is equal to 4 2s are 8 plus 3 upon 4 is equal to 11 upon 4 will be our improper fraction. Okay, so this is assignment. These are few questions to convert improper fractions to mixed fractions and mixed fractions to improper fraction. Okay, you are going to solve these sums. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay.